It's
It's
Andrew Kolby.
baby girl. Oh, those
Look
cheeks.
at this
Where's
chunky.
those cheeks? Hi, Emery.
Is all this going to be in the video?
Yeah,
Oh God.
can't be blurred. Hey guys, good morning. It's Andrew. Happy Saturday.
And it's Kolby, and welcome back to UNCUT BTS, where we bring you behind the scenes of our podcast, our businesses, and our lives. And
Yep,
today,
we're in our bedroom today.
it's very BTS today. I am
So,
in my bedroom, but you just can't see what's behind the laptop, which you do not want to see. So, but Andrew has mirrors. So,
yeah, didn't see everything. So it's our room. Little change up today. We usually record on Mondays, but life and everything is about flexibility and going with the flow and doing things and reschedules and whatnot. We'll talk about that after our special guest today.
very special guest. We're so excited. This is the top most listened to uncut episode ever of all our 60 something episodes. And we're super excited to bring this guest back.
Yep. So we have Bretman Rock on. It's crazy. We talk about this all the time. Like when we did season 1 or when we did, the first 10 episodes,
Yeah.
we were still new to it.
Yeah.
And it almost felt like, I don't know, as now,
It was rough. We really didn't
We were
really
learning.
know what
Everyone
we
was
were
learning.
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there we go.
Say good morning.
Everybody. Oh my God. Thank God I was muted because, girl, I was screaming.
Say
Oh
good
my
morning.
gosh.
And
Why are
she's
you
so
back on the Zoom
cute.
era? I know.
You
You guys are not in Japan anymore, right?
No, we're at home now.
Oh, period. Girl, queen of
Bye.
traveling.
Yeah, I know her first trip
I
was
can't
amazing.
believe this. She's in the flesh. I was just taking shots. Just taking shots for her.
Yeah, for your birthday. And now we're here. Now we're parents.
Oh,
Crazy.
now we're here.
Say bye.
Say bye.
Ah. Show.
Bye, queen. Oh my God, she literally
so cute.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
up real quick.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I had no choice. I'm kidding.
Well, don't say that. No.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking my coffee today. It's inspired. Well, I got the recipe from Island Vintage. My friend works there, and she was like, "You need to make these," and it's just all I make now.
What is it?
I'll tell you off screen. I don't want her to lose her job. Like,
Oh, the
I
secret.
basically just admitted that I stole their recipe. No, I'm kidding. It's I love their macadamia nut like I don't know what it's called. Like it's just like the beans, and then I
Oh, the
have like the
beans,
thing that grinds it up, like the
Oh.
Breville.
Oh,
That
yeah.
I be making. Yeah.
So you're a
Fancy.
barista gal now.
Drinking.
You're
We
What are you
we
drinking, Cole?
Oh,
just regular basic coffee with basic milk. I need to get my coffee game together. I'm like, I need to step it up. It's just like a Keurig thing.
even more
Actually,
basic.
It's literally the most
do.
basic.
I do. So we have like a coffee machine that Megan likes to make espresso shots, and I like to drink my coffee black, so I just pour it over ice like an Americano, or sometimes we brew like cold brew and whatnot. But yeah, we love our coffee. It's kind of like an art. We try different beans. Right now
Yeah.
we're drinking these beans from Japan, Bongen Coffee. It's like this little hidden coffee shop in Tokyo, which it's really good. It's very tasty. It's a different flavor. It's crazy how it's kind of like, I mean, like any food, right? But it's like you can taste the difference.
Did you find it when you went back to Japan this past trip?
Yep. So we went and we were just looking at TikTok recommendations.
Have you guys gone to the coffee shop that's in like North Shore? I forgot what it's called, but it's like this is where I got a mug from, and they also have like flavored coffee beans. They have like chocolate flavored ones, pumpkin flavored ones, and I always wonder how the hell they flavored the beans. Like what? Also, Andrew, your coffee order is such a dad vibe. Like I love it.
What's your coffee order?
The black coffee.
Just black coffee.
Over ice? Like
over ice.
okay, Dad.
Yeah, or our cold brew. Keep it simple.
Oh, well, Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us to catch up and just talk story about all the things that you are doing right now. All the things. How was
I
your
know.
2023?
2023 was a turn of event, actually. I think mid 2023, I fired my manager and I literally was just like, new era. So I've just been kind of getting my new team together. And also just enjoying the quiet times, honestly. Like I think I'm in this era right now where a lot of the things that I'm doing is more like an investment of my future. Like I'm taking more workshop classes now, which boring as fuck, but I love them. I know it's gonna be a better actor one day, or maybe even a better comedian. So yeah, I think since halfway through 2023, and I hope like I continue doing it this year, but I hope to just like focus more on investing on my career more.
I love
Yeah.
it. And your book came out. No big deal. Your book came
Oh
out.
yeah, and the book. The book was really fun too. I forgot what happened in 2023. I feel like 2023 or 2024 really only starts like halfway. I don't know. But I went to the Philippines twice last year.
Yeah.
The first time it was to do a book tour kind of thing, and I did like a mall show in Manila. That was crazy, girl. I felt like Beyonce. Also, I always forget I'm Filipino myself. Well, not always. I At the moment I was there and I was like, how do y'all know me here? And I was like, obviously they fucking know you're Filipino, duh. But yeah, I felt like Beyonce. I also went back again to shoot my Vogue cover. And then I went back again. Wait, no, actually, that was the first time. And then I went back again to celebrate that. And so yeah, it was just like a bunch of cool things that I did last year. What about you guys? I feel like, is this season 4 already?
We're like season, we can't even keep track. So we just started going like episode numbers.
But
And
we
it's
were kind of
like
I
getting
just
out
love
of
talking
control.
before
Yeah.
this, and I think we brought you on like 2 years ago already, when we first started. And like you were
You
one
were
of the
like
first
the
people.
OG, one of the OG
Yeah.
guests, Bretman.
We were
Oh
still
my
trying to
God.
figure out our flow and like, our conversations and whatnot. And you've done so much since, yeah, from the Vogue covers to your book, celebrating your birthday. That was fun. And then
Thank you.
everything you've been doing.
If honestly, you guys, I just say this year I'm also be gonna be working on my podcast, and I would just like to say that I had so much fun with you guys that I think it was like half you guys and half like the podcast that I was doing in LA that really made me think like, why the fuck can't I do this? Like, I
Yes.
really obviously not gonna do what y'all are doing. I kind of want to do like kind of like a dating thing with Miss K. Obviously, I'm gonna need
Oh,
Andrew. So obviously I'm gonna need your help, Andrew. So girl, keep your phone next to you because you will be getting texts from me. But yeah, me and Miss K is gonna be going on dates with random people with random jobs and just kind of interviewing them based on like kind of like in a first date kind of format. I
What?
think it's
That is
fun.
so good. I can't wait for
It's
that.
called, yeah, it's gonna be called You Want Me So Bad.
yeah.
And yeah,
Oh my gosh.
and Andrew, we'd have to interview you for one of them, obviously, because I think there's a lot to learn from a wedding photographer, which I already pitched you to the deck, so you don't really have a choice. You are gonna
Perfect.
be,
Perfect. We're
you will be
excited.
going
That's
on a date
awesome.
with Miss Dana. Yes.
Wait, I
And
have
it's
questions about this. Wait, so how are you gonna find your candidates or like your dates? How are you gonna find these people?
Well, we've gone to several meetings with like, potential buyers of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some pitches about like keeping it with like celebrities, kind of like Chicken Shop Date, when she kind of interviews like pop
Mhm.
culture people. But I want to interview like regular, degular, schmegular people. Like I want to interview like a firefighter down the road. I want to
Yeah.
interview an AI designer. I want to interview my mailman, like I know you have an hour, and let's come over. I'm gonna interview you, and I just want to ask them, like, what does a mailman first see, like, notice on a first date? Like a dentist. Do you know if somebody's been sucking dick? I don't know. I want to know. I want to interview a firefighter, and I want to do a smoky eye, and I'm gonna be like, "Did you notice my smoky eye today?" So it's just like I think also just I love interacting with people, like, and I hate interacting with famous people.
Mm.
And so that's kind of why I was like, immediately, no, I'm not interviewing no rappers, no pop people, because I just feel like I would get anxiety the whole time. But if it's like regular people, like I want to interview my elementary school teacher crush. Like
Oh,
I'm gonna
yes.
hunt him.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
I'm gonna use this moment right now, Mr. Brett Kagawa. If you're listening to you know where to find me.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
Wow.
Oh my God, I love
Wow.
this idea. I can't wait.
That's gonna be so good. And I think you're gonna like be able to like get like things out of people that like, they might not even know about themselves, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be really good.
Yes, it'll be funny, and yes, it'll be a date, but at the end of like every episode, I obviously want to keep it very like coming back down to earth, and I just don't want to like just fuck around. I also want to make it very serious as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, I
What
think
if
it'll
you
be fun.
find love at the end of this? How crazy would that be?
I can only hope. I can only hope, Miss Kolby, girl. Them grapes have to work somehow. I was under the table. I was under the table when the clock hit 12. Were you? Oh wait, I feel like you. Never mind. Are you with somebody? You're married, right?
Me? Yo, I'm way like married with kids and
Oh yeah.
for now.
Okay, never mind. You ate the grapes already. You ate the grapes.
Yeah. She's in there. She's in the life already.
Grapes been ate. Andrew, your grapes been ate. I'm trying to get these grapes ate. Girl.
Let's get your grapes 8 in 2024.
That should be the
Okay.
name of the podcast.
Eat these grapes.
Eat these grapes.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love that. I can't.
What I love too is like, just been seeing like everything that you're doing. You've been working on your house a lot, doing all the stuff around the house.
I thought that's what we were going to talk about today. Resolutions.
Yes,
Oh, let's
yes,
hear
yes.
it.
Oh, honestly, I just was just bullshitting.
No,
I
yeah.
I don't know. I caught like a weird organizing bug. Like when literally I came back home on the 1st from Evo Beach in my house, and I'm like, I don't know why, but tomorrow I'm gonna organize, girl. And I literally just ripped apart my whole entire closet upstairs and my beauty room. It's turned into like one mesh together. And honestly, just like the flow of my house just feels so different. I've also done some home improvement stuff. Like all my Playboy covers are like up in the screen now. Like I don't
Nice.
know. Like I'm really in my organizing,
In your
remapping the
Marie
energy
Kondo
of my.
era.
Yes, I am, girl. I really feel like I'm in my feng shui era. Like,
Yes.
but yeah, I just really want to be more organized this year. I also think another excuse me. Oh my God. That coffee is coming back up. I think another resolution or something that I want to work on this year is and I talked about this a little bit on my story, so I don't know. I hope you see that yet, but I just want to just be able to like take the power back on with my phone. I don't know how to explain it, but
Ooh.
sometimes I really feel like I wake up and I'm like ready to get mad already. Like I'm scrolling through my DM and I'm like ready to like reply to the first hate message that I see. And I feel like that shouldn't be ever the case. And sometimes I really do let the DMs like control my day. Like I've been sharing my organizing era, and sometimes like people's little comments about like how I should organize it just really pisses me off, that it just controls my whole day. So that I guess what I'm trying to say is sometimes, Brett, I just need to just turn my phone off and I don't need to be in there. And I think just learning that, and I'm sad that it took me 10 years to exercise putting my fucking phone down. But I'm glad I'm here. And I'm glad I'm also like realizing that sometimes it's really me looking for the hate. Like sometimes it's really there. It's just like
Yeah.
me, like I want to fight a bitch so bad right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes I don't need that.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
a good point. I mean, I can't imagine who would be hating you and why they would even send the message. Like, I can't.
That's the
I
thing.
can't
I'm
with those
like, girl,
people.
you're crazy. I'm
Yeah.
crazy for even thinking haters. Like,
No,
what do I even do?
but that's so normal. That's like so human though. And so I'm like, I think everybody can relate because everybody's trying to find this balance between like you're not being addicted to your phone. Like we were just talking about this on another episode. I like literally my hand just like goes to my phone as soon as I wake up. And like I don't even consciously know I'm doing this. And then and then I'm scrolling and I'm like, wait, I'm not even like
Next thing you
fully
know,
up
you're
yet.
scrolling and yeah.
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 It is an addiction that I think we don't really know how to deal with because we haven't had it for so long, you know?
Can we talk about that just a little bit? Because like I think in your situation, Brett, it's a little unique because it's like your phone is also like your work, you know?
Mhm.
So it's like, how do you find that balance?
I think one, I have two phones now. Yes,
Oh,
thank you
okay.
to my therapist who said I have two brains and they both need a different phone.
Oh.
But I'm not saying every social media person or anybody that works on their phone needs two phones. I think I'm just being extra as hell. And also, I got a free phone from Apple, so I was like, I got a free phone. Might as well listen to my therapist and get a number on this one as well. So I'm not at all being like, I am so rich, like I have two phones. No, that's not the case. But I do try my best to film my content on one phone just so that my brain knows that this phone is strictly work or just like, and I have a phone that only my family and friend has my number on. And so like none of my like texts from my team goes through on that. It's literally just strictly my friends and family. And also the photos and the pictures taken on that I don't post online.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think having two phones and also just realizing that girl, there's Bretman Rock and Bretman. I think I spoke about this on the last episode that we did, but just like exercising that, and I think just exercising it really is the key. That's why I'm so hot. Like, girl, one was not built in a day, and abs weren't either. So you gotta keep exercising.
No, that's
Exercising life and exercising your mind,
and your body, everything,
your body,
exercising
everything.
everything.
Exercise everything.
What about 2024? Any projects you can talk about that you are excited about? Anything in
Oh
the
gosh, I think I
works?
shared a little bit when I said I was
Yep.
taking more workshops in acting. Girl, I'm ready just to start acting or just start writing more. I'm also feeling like I want to start venturing out in comedy. Like I really feel like I could do stand-up. I don't know. I would just do it for fun. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go to like a comedy bar anytime soon and like do a stand-up, but I really feel like I would do like a HBO special. Like I really think I could do that.
You totally could. I mean, you've
And
been doing that for
uh,
like your whole life,
yeah.
just in a different way. It's a different
Yeah.
package, but you've been doing it for years.
So let's just say I'm doing that.
Okay.
And then
Exciting.
also just like I'm back to writing. I'm not writing a book though. And that's all I'll say.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
So stay tuned. Um,
Yes.
okay, I have one last question, and then Andrew, if you have any more
Yes.
questions. But
And I
I
have a question for y'all because I feel like I've been talking. I feel like wait, can I ask
Okay.
this question
okay,
now?
ask
Okay.
your
Actually,
question. Yeah,
Okay.
I told y'all about my resolution slash things I'm working on. What are y'all working on this 2024?
Andrew, you go.
For this year, I really want to be more intentional with everything that I'm doing. So it's not so much a resolution, but like more like a focus word or like goals, right? So more intentional. I think 2023 was so crazy. I said yes to everything. I was getting pulled in so many different directions. And then now I can't really do that because, I have Emery now and she's priority, right? Her and Megan, family. And then what else can I do and what will I do with my time and energy and how to be intentional with that. So that's my resolution goal this year.
I love that. Actually,
Mhm.
the reason why I was like, ooh, is because I asked the same exact question to my trainer the other
Yeah.
day, and he said the exact same answer. He said, I need to start moving with more intention as a father and as a business owner, and just like um caring caring about like where your energy goes, I think is what he was saying.
Mhm.
Because not
Time and
everybody did.
energy is so valuable and it's like it's not like money you can't make it. So it's like where do you spend your time and energy and it's very valuable. And
Mhm.
yes, I'd love to, yeah. Very intentional with being a father and a business owner and just like a human being.
And
Period.
being intentional, which was like what my goal was last year, it like leads you to big opportunities that is like in, like the things that you want to do. Because if you're doing all the things and you're not like honing it in and being really intentional, then it's like you're just doing a whole lot of stuff. But then if
Yep.
you are intentional, then it leads to like big things that really vibe with you, which is like my resolution this year is like last year I like promoted this feature doc that I made, which was super outside the box from what I normally do in filmmaking. And so I'm like, wow, I can do like documentary films. And so like this year, I'm like, what if we make like feature films? What if we make like Hollywood films, So I think just being outside the box of like what my brain is normally like, you do this kind of films, you do weddings, you do commercials, you do that. But then like, what if we can do bigger things? So that's my resolution for this year.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Leveling up. Yeah.
Leveling up, but
I love
moving
that.
within.
But
I love,
intentionally.
yes, I love it. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for that.
My last question for Brett is, what is your routine for like
Yeah.
for a regular day? Like tell me, I know you did like code plunging, you work out, you do all these things. Your skincare is like legendary. So I'm like, tell me what your routine is so that I can copy it.
Thank you. I move with a lot of routine in my life. Like I feel like people think I'm a very spontaneous person, which I am, but I'm also a very routine person. Like I feel like I go crazy whenever I don't have routine. And I think that's also why I like LA now because I also have an LA routine. Anyways, I'm going off track because I'm about to start answering a different question. My daily routine actually starts off with beating the sun. The sun comes out and peeks through this mountain by 7:30, and my goal is to beat her all the time. So I'm always up by 6:30 or 7. I walk the dogs and then I feed them, and then I have my alone time for 2 hours, and that's when I do my skincare/morning routine. I eat my breakfast at 8, coffee, and then 9 until 10 I kind of do whatever I want, which is why it's perfect that you guys called me at 9, because 9 to 10 is really when I do either my massage chair and I have on like a little morning show and stuff like that. But recently I have been back to that schedule because I'm finishing up my organizing era, because last week, if you had asked me this, I woke up, eye booger still in my eye, and I'm putting away like concealer, and I'm like looking at them for like 10 minutes at a time, like seeing which one is lighter and which one's darker. But that was last week me. Like this week we're back on the schedule, girl. And then anyways, my dogs walk again at 12 and I spend afternoons there. And then honestly, I just work from 12 until 5 until my social battery runs low. And then I'm like, bye, internet. And then I'm in my regular world life. Yeah. So I'm only Bretman Rock from 12 to 5. When people really recognize when I post, it's usually from morning till 5. And I never post at night.
And so that's like
That's
making content and that's like working out and all that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
From
awesome.
the night, just when I go to the gym as well and stuff like that.
That's awesome because it's like, especially with the internet and your phone being so convenient, you technically could create content all day, every day. And
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
like that goes against like the balance and everything. So it's so good that you have like that routine and that schedule and like that discipline to be like, yo, at 5, peace out, like time to do my own thing right now.
I also think I've reached a point in my career now because Kolby and Andrew, girl, I've been doing this for a decade this year.
That's
And
crazy.
right. And stories came out 2 years after I blew up. So I've been making stories almost every day of my life for 8 years. And for me to still even have anything to post each day, honestly, it's a miracle. Like, to be honest with you, 'cause I've done like influencer research before, where like, the average lifespan of an influencer is really 2 to 3 years. Really sad to say, but it truly is. And for me to still have new content every day when you come to my stories, I think it's very, I'm just like, Brett, you ate that. I'm just like, wow, Brett, for anybody that says you don't have a talent, girl, you really have something fresh every time somebody comes to your story for the past 8 years. And I think that's very admirable for me. Tap on my back
Yeah.
for me. So,
100%. You
yeah,
make even ordinary things interesting. Like I'm over here like eating my breakfast, like watching you like walk your dogs or like feed the chickens. And I'm like, it's just you. People just are so drawn to you and everything that you do. It doesn't even have to be
yeah,
like over the top, anything over the top. It's just like people are here for you.
sure. And my content is usually like to Angie's point is really what I'm doing that day. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, girl, y'all about to watch me weed this garden for 30 minutes. I love each second of it. You know, and then like just last week I was organizing, and then a week before that what was I doing even?
It was like holiday season.
Yeah, it was like holiday season, like I was making tinsel trees. So oh no, I was doing like the freaking advent calendar on TikTok.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
so I'm just always up to something, honestly. So
No, it's funny because I remember like watching your stories last week and you're deep in organization and everybody's like, where are you moving your shoes? Or like, where are you moving your makeup? And like it's so crazy and like you're like deep in there. So it's cool. You show people your lives and you have that balance as well. And it's cool because like you're organizing you're saying you're organizing your life like mentally, clearing things out and focusing more on things. And then you're doing the same with your house. So
wow,
Very
you
cool.
really figured that out, Andrew. Thank you.
what's one thing besides your manager that you're leaving in 2023 and not bringing with you in 2024, and like what's something new that you're doing for yourself just to like either add to your routine or just something?
Um, Something that I'm leaving in 2023, I think, is wow, Andrew, we really ate me up with that question. Oh my God, having a brain fart, girl. You really could broken up that question into two, and now my mind is like, wait, can you give me that question one more time? I really feel like I need to be served
Andrew
fresh because
with
I
the
already forgot.
hard questions at 9 o'clock in
I
the morning.
know, I'm like,
I
girl,
know.
that is
I'm sorry. I'm just like I'm very intrigued because it's like you talked a lot about like focusing your time and energy into like one thing, and it's like for a lot of people it's tough because it's like there's so much going on, so it's like how do you focus and how do you do that? But like I guess in general, like in your routine, your life, anything, like what are you leaving in 2023 that you're not bringing with you to 2024?
something that I'm definitely leaving in 2023 is I think I really struggled a lot growing up with my relationship with food. I don't know
What does
why
that mean?
my mind went there right now, but even last year, like I was really like, I need to be hot. And I was making like meal preps all the time. And I think just something that I want to start celebrating is this year is not what I ate. I think I just want to start celebrating if I ate. Yeah, I'm just glad that I ate today and I ate things that I loved instead of like last year where I was like, oh my God, I ate things that I hate, but it was because I fucking want to be hot. But this year, I really just want to start eating things that I love because
What's one thing that you love eating?
I love Filipino food. And for 2 months last year, I literally was eating like egg whites and like, white people food. And I really just I think something that I realized is just like I don't need to give up like I don't know how to say it without saying it, but like cultured food to be healthy because girl, there's nothing healthier than Asian food, honestly. Like bland chicken is really not as healthy as everyone thinks it is. And I think just like a better diet, I think. I just want to exercise a better diet. And I think that's what I want to start doing this year is just to have a better relationship with food because I don't want to
Oh,
go back
I
to
like that. Balance. All about
yeah.
the balance. I love it. Okay, one last thing.
Oh,
I figure since it's still technically the new year, we just pick like one power word for the year that we want to embody and help, guide us into this new year. So we're all going to think about a power word. And
Okay.
then
you're gonna stump us again.
I know, I
Andrew,
didn't even have a power word.
I feel like intentional is a really
Yeah,
good one.
yeah.
It should be all of our words, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's just all pick that. Yeah. Intentionality. Love it. Well, thank you, Brett, for joining us. Thank you for sharing some of your morning with us. And we love you, and we're always cheering for you, and just can't wait to see all the huge epic things you do this year.
Thank you so much. And hopefully next time you're interviewing me, I will be talking about my role as Hey Hey and Moana.
I was gonna say,
I love that you've been.
How can we make this happen?
I know. I love that you've been like manifesting that every single day,
girl,
like all the time.
Sometimes you just have to claim a role. Honestly, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck about auditioning. I am Hey Hey.
Give us your best Hey Hey right now.
No, Andrew.
I'm just kidding. We'll say that. We'll save that.
Y'all can go on my Instagram. Yeah. Or you can see the videos that I was sending to The Rock.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Come on, The Rock. Come on, The Rock. Let's make this happen. I just
know what I would wear to the red carpet already. Like I'm pulling out like vintage Mugler from 1970s, like because he did like a chicken like feather.
Yeah. I already see it. I already see you in the role.
Feathers with the coat, feather coat.
Let me know. You know my agent. You know where to go.
I can't wait to see you in your comedy show too. We're excited.
And your dating show. All the shows.
All the shows.
Oh yeah, Andrew, I can't wait to go on a date with you.
Let's do it.
When we start doing girls. I hopefully will do girls by season 2.
Nice. Thank you so much, Brett.
All right. Bye, Brett. We love you.
Bye.
I love Bretman.
He's so awesome. He's so great. And like just his energy, right? On a Saturday morning, drinking his coffee. I was not expecting to laugh that much this morning. But that was great. It's always nice catching up with him and just like seeing. I mean, he's doing so many things, and I'm sure like there are so many things that he can't even talk about yet.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna be exciting to see, you know, his journey this year. I guess 2024.
Yeah. He's just so like relatable and just so. I was just watching somebody talking about him, honestly, and they were like, the thing that people just like love about him is he's just himself, fully himself, and everybody just wants that, you know, that confidence and just to be so sure of themselves. And
it's crazy how the universe works too, because in our previous episode or even like offline, we were talking about like phone usage. And you know, that was kind of his thing this year, like to find that balance. And you know, I think the one intriguing thing for me was like, this is his job, you know.
Like
for me, I always joke around. I'm like, oh, social media is my job, I gotta market whatever. But then for him, it's like actually
his job.
He has to like do things. And so like his solution to that was kind of cool. And, like having the 2 phones, it really does something for your brain, you know. Just like separating like work life and personal life. It's been good.
I really like this. I like that we were able to catch up with guests, and I like that it's like not a huge production. Like we're literally just like recording on Zoom and recording from our bedrooms.
Really BTS. But I love it. And like, you know, we talked about why we did this a little bit, but like I keep reiterating, like just creating like less friction. Like it's so easy. Can come in, record from anywhere. It's convenient for everyone. And I think our goal this year is just create more content, but also still quality content. And so we're excited for you guys to be on this journey with us and see the behind the scenes of our lives. This is just the beginning.
We're still in the studio recording too, so don't worry. We are recording with the full production, lights, cameras, and guests, and we're going to continue to do that. We have some exciting guests coming up and exciting locations that we can't wait to talk more about, but once it's all solidified, we will definitely bring it first here to BTS. We did have a recording session this past week, or I did.
It's crazy.
The UNCUT BTS. Okay, so this is what
we're talking about. You know, this is what happened. January 10th recording date. In my calendar, it was January 11th. This whole time in my head, you know, like because you plan the way I plan my week or days are like based on my calendar. My calendar is everything, and so in my mind, mentally, physically, everything. Thursday recording. Thursday, I'm ready. Uncut, I'm ready. Wednesday morning, Kolby texted me in the morning. He's like, hey, I'm on the plane. I'm heading over. I was like, tomorrow, right? We're recording tomorrow, right?
You're on the plane early.
Yeah, and she's like, "No, we're recording today." And I look and I was like, "Holy crap! It's January 10th recording day." But like in my mind, I was just
Yeah.
so. It's an excuse. I hate saying it, and I think I just want to be better. But you just get
No,
so flushed with everything, and it's like I thought the 10th, but then visually in my calendar it showed Thursday. Didn't
yeah.
look at the date, so it was just like it was just like miscommunications, poor planning on my part, and so I apologize and thank you
We've
for like forgiving me.
all been there. I'm like, literally, don't even worry about it. I've been there before, like so many times,
Yeah,
because you're right. Like everything just is so busy. You just like drop it into your calendar and you don't really think about it. And even though it's like we're texting and like your mind is already thinking the 11th. So
yeah,
like even if I'm like, okay, Wednesday, like you don't even think
yeah,
that. And so
yeah.
it's a
It was
growing up, it's an opportunity to like solidify our systems a little bit more though, because our calendars weren't synced. So
yeah, hundred
yeah.
percent. And I think you know it's like one of those things where it's like it's a lesson, right? It's like how do you move on from it? So like for us, yes, a chance to like improve our systems. We synced our calendars, and like for me, I'm never gonna let that happen again. I hope because it was just so like dude, that morning was crazy. It was like so many different things, and like I'm so glad. Like I think the biggest thing is we made it work.
We made it
Shout out
work.
to Gabe, shout out to Kobe,
Mhm.
shout out to everyone, all of the guests. We made it work. Kobe still recorded 2 amazing episodes. Shout out to Kamaka for coming in last minute too to help.
Yeah. So he
So
jumped on to
we
co-host.
love that.
It all
Community.
worked out. Yes, it took a village to make that happen because my plane landed at like 7:45 and the first guest was coming at 8:30. And so it was kind of a rush to get it all together, but it worked out. It always works out.
Things like that happen. Like I think if we didn't even talk about this on BTS, people wouldn't even really notice like or known
Yeah.
what happened. But I think it is important to talk about. Like the behind the scenes and like how much it took and what happened to get to that recording and yeah, so just like learning from that. So just like I think my biggest takeaway from this was we talked about it in this episode about being very intentional. For me, I was just like doing so many different things still. Like it's like I'm learning. It's early, I'm learning, and it's like I'm still doing so many things, and I was like getting pulled in so many different directions that like in my mind we were recording on Thursday,
Mhm.
and based on my calendar and everything, and I didn't have time to really just like focus, take the time and analyze like my week or my day, whatever I was doing, my schedule, what I'm actually involved in, and like just making sure everything's all good. So for
Yeah.
me, intentional and just like making sure everything is in place before I move on to the next thing.
Yeah. Learning lessons. We're learning in
Yeah,
2024.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Life
we
lessons
have
and
coming up next week, we have Tai Sanga. I'm really stoked about this episode. Um, he's a Native Hawaiian director, writer. He's been making films like super awesome, authentic to Hawaii films for many years. And we get to sit down and talk story with him. We kind of geek out a little bit about
yeah,
video things. um, but
but
he's
it's
just a
cool
solid,
because yeah,
solid person. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and it's just like nice to connect with him and like again like everyone creates for different reasons and his
Mhm.
reason for creating is huge and it really shows in everything that he pumps out and like produces. So it's gonna be a good episode, guys.
Inspiring too, because then you make, as creators, whether you're creating films or you're creating art or you're a writer, just knowing who you are and what you want to do with your work, who you want to inspire, the change you want to make with your work. It's always good to have that reminder. And I think that was my takeaway with Ty's episode was like, you spend so much time doing the thing that you make. When you make a film, it's not just like you make it and move on to the next one next week. It's like an investment of months or years of your life. So like what are you doing and what are you creating that is going to make your mark on the world, and what do you
Mhm.
want people to take away from it? So I think it
Yeah,
was
and I
just a
think
good
I
reminder
think
for
it
us.
was a really good episode for you too because like you are in your doc film era and
Yeah.
so it's like just
Yeah.
like seeing that connecting and then also one thing in the episode you'll notice there's a very famous actor that owes him a favor, so listen for that.
Yeah. Maybe owes us a favor too now.
Maybe we can just all jump on together and make use of that favor. But yeah, stay tuned for that episode, and yeah, we're excited for you to listen. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. Have a great weekend, guys.